Hey guys, the Haggard Nerd here. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more awesome content. Let's get started with the video. Hey guys, how's it going? The Haggard Nerd here. Welcome, well, technically back to Factorio. We're in 0.17, and we're doing the Haggard voted game stream this evening, so we're going to be doing a little bit of Factorio. But I'm joined in multiplayer by my buddy Vborg. Hey buddy, how's it going?
Hey.
Hey, and Vborg, he's played a little bit of Factorio, not a whole lot. But he and I have been doing this whole satisfactory thing, and I figure it'd be fun to kind of go back to the roots a little bit and just kind of give a little bit of comparison between this game and Satisfactory. But we're just going to jump in here, have a little bit of fun, and enjoy it. So hopefully you guys will enjoy it as well. Kokata, hey, how's it going? Welcome. But anyway, so Vborg, so what do you want to do first?
I don't know. Why don't you lead the way?
Alrighty. Well, the first thing that you would normally need to do is you would want to get some fuel and get up some miners going. So that way you don't necessarily have to manually pick this stuff up by hand. I guess that's right. Manually. That's redundant. That's fine. But anyway, you know, this stuff is iron. This stuff down here is copper. That stuff up there is coal. Coal is what provides fuel, of course. And then over down here somewhere, yeah, we have some stone and all our wonderful, awesome things. There's also another resource, water. If you look up here on the top right hand side, this is what we're going to be using to power our or provide water to our turbines for power later on. We'll be getting there. I have a few mods installed. I'm not going to go over the full list or anything, but I will leave that list, I think, in the description so you guys can check it out. But I do have one to get us started early, so I think it's like faster start or something like that. So it gives us a little bit to start with, so we don't necessarily have to spend the first half of the stream just digging up resources manually. I also have this thing, Vborg, I was trying to show you earlier, but apparently you don't have access to this. I have bots available for us to do some work.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, so if you need some area cleared out, let me know, because apparently Vborg does not have this toolbar down here, unfortunately. But we'll get it going. It'll be all right. So here, have I ever noticed the copper is yellow on No Man's Sky? I have not, but I'm not focused on that game right now. So normally what you would want to do is you would want to go into your inventory and go to your second tab, and down there's burner mining drills, just to show you, to get you started early if you don't use this set of mods. If you get a couple of burner miner drills going, I'm going to start with 4 just to kind of get it going. But basically, if you put one down and if you hit Alt, it'll show you like the little arrow pointing out.
Right. Yeah.
And then if you take it and then click R to rotate, and then put them in a circle, basically. Your first bit of automation in the game is if you put coal in one or any sort of fuel, it'll dig up one coal and plop it in here. And then that'll dig up a coal and plop in here. That'll dig up a coal and plop it in there. And there you have power generation going. Well, coal being pulled up automatically for you. I'm going to turn my audio down just a little bit, because it's really loud. There we go. Okay, now I can hear what's going on. With or without biters, very, very light biters early on. Like I'm not even trying to worry about biters this early on, but if they happen to show up later in the stream, then it might happen. Okay, so anyway, the first hour of the game is basically picking up wood, trying to get trees, picking up manually mining some copper, some iron, all that stuff. But since we have that mod, we can actually go ahead and start focusing on getting some very basic power generation going on. And the way we're going to do that is I have this here handy dandy pump, and if you pull out your pump, you can see there's little squares and stuff. You can plop it down. And then the ratio for boilers to steam turbines, it's 2 to 1. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to leave a space in between, and I'll explain that in a minute. But I'm going to use an underground pipe and put that there, and then I'm going to connect these guys up. Boink, boink, just like so. Then we're just going to go ahead and plop down all the steam turbines because we have them available, and we won't have to worry about it for a while. And then if this does not work out, we can move this later. I'm just kind of arbitrarily putting this stuff down now.
Okay.
I know I'm talking a lot, man. I'm sorry.
No,
if there's any point you want to interject, let me know. Okay. And do you know how to use power poles?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So basically I've got all these connected in here. This will all provide power. And before we actually get started, there's one little trick that I've been doing lately that I absolutely love. And what that is basically offsetting my inserter generation, power generation. So that way, if we run out of coal, we don't necessarily run out of power to put coal in the burners. So I'm just going to kind of do this. And then let's run. I should probably go ahead and put that down there. There we go. This like here. And then I'm going to make another one of these boilers. Oh, where'd you go? 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 There you are. There you are. Okay. Let's just kind of do that. There we go. Okay. And then we can just kind of hunk. And I just realized that's one too far up. And there we go. Okay, cool. I'm going to show you, man. I know I can figure out stuff. I know what I'm doing. I won't look as bad as I am in Satisfactory. Anyway, so what we've got here is basically just a single boiler and a single steam engine, and that is powering all of our inserters here, which is separate from the power grid, our main power generation up here. Okay. And of course, the way we're going to do this is we need to put some sort of burning fuel in here, but we're going to have to get some coal pulled over. And that's going to be a little funky. But thankfully, with this mod I got going on here, we have some electric mining drills. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and put like 2 down. Let's go ahead and just put 2 down. And then we'll worry about iron and copper and all that stuff later. What I'm going to do is I don't want to go straight across the iron here. I want to go up and into the trees. So what we'll do, if you don't mind, is if I run out of belts, I'll have you finish the belt line over to our power. If that's cool.
Okay.
All right, so let's go ahead and just kind of run this over. Don't touch the iron. Up into the trees.
I have bots now.
Oh, now you have bots. Okay. Are you able to? Do you have the red, green, and blue down on the bottom right hand side now?
Nope. Still can't toggle those things.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, it's oh, okay. Okay, so they're like delivering to you as well. That's interesting. So as long as I've got stuff marked, it'll work for both of us. It's weird. I'm going to be able to control your bots. So if that's the case, why don't you come stand over like right down here? Because that'd be nice. Like, yeah. Because then your bots will work on this and my bots will work up top, and that'll clear that forest out pretty quick. And if that's the case, then I can control your bots with ghosts as well. That's fun.
Okay.
So basically, I'm going to be able to pull stuff out of your inventory via bots. That's kind of funny. That's something I've never played multiplayer Factorio before, so there's going to be a lot of weird stuff, I'm sure, going on.
Heck of a learning curve, right?
Yeah, a little bit. There we go. So basically, I've made ghosts, and the way you do that is if you pick something up, like say belts, and you hold shift, it'll ghost them for you. That way, if you don't necessarily have enough, but you want to try to get something planned out, that works too.
Gotcha.
There we go. All right. So far, so good. Nothing's exploded yet. That's a good sign. All right, and the next thing we'll need to do is go ahead and get power ran. And thankfully we have these extended poles. So I'm just going to kind of do this. Nice and easy. Nothing organized, a little bit of spaghetti. Doesn't really matter. Can you plop in those couple of conveyor belts there for me?
Sure.
That I messed up there. And then let's go ahead and put some power into here. Voila. So now that's all connected in. And now all we need to do is add a fuel source to our generators. And we'll be good to go. So there's a mod that I've recently come across called automatic or even distribution. And what you do is you can hold down, I think, Shift. And if you have something in your hand and you click and drag from outside of whatever you're trying to fill, no, it's Control rather. It'll evenly distribute whatever resource you have into the things you're trying to put stuff into.
Cool.
Mouthburn, what's up, buddy? Okay, so now we have power coming from here going into our inserters. So that way when any coal comes, that will then feed our main power, which will then feed power down to our coal stuff, which is a nice little awesome cycle that we want to have keep going. Another thing is if you click the power poles themselves, it'll give you information about power generation and all that.
Health 150, electricity bar.
Yeah, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Then the beauty of this game begins. We now have coal coming in. Oh yeah. And that'll get backed up pretty quickly. So the next thing we want to focus on is getting some smelting of our iron, getting some smelting of our copper. We don't really need a whole lot of copper early on, but we will eventually as we go. So I'm going to go ahead and drop like 4, maybe just down this way. 4 there, and then 2 over here. And this is going to be a very simple manual setup for right now, just to get started. And then we have some these guys. Just going to do that. And this will come down. Put that line up right. I don't know if that lined up right. It's fine. No, put it too close. Okay. So I guess maybe I should explain kind of my goal here. I do this thing where I start and just kind of spaghetti factory build until I hit green science, and then I completely rebuild the a larger base because all the basic components are available at that point.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So this is just like a small starter to get you going, and then once you get the supplies and whatnot, you go back and destroy everything and start over.
Well, if I don't have to destroy anything, I try not to do that. Sometimes that is the case, but yeah, that's the basic idea. So anyway, we'll do this. We'll have to manually feed coal and stuff to these guys until we run coal over here and we have splitters. But we'll get that once we get that research unlocked. We're not quite there yet. Solar and Danny Boy. Hey, how's it going, guys? Yeah, COD and Roomy. Oh my gosh, everybody's popping in. Hello, everybody.
Hi.
And then let's do that. And then let's do that. I'm just basically connecting up power to these guys. Boink and boink. Should be good. Should be fine. And then if we do something like... Now, a cool thing with power poles in this game is if, like right here, if you click and hold and drag, it'll automatically plop down another power pole at its max distance. Okay, and then from here, would you be interested in going and picking up some coal from that first little 4 things of burner inserters and filling up our furnaces here? There we go. All right. Not too bad so far. I'm going to go ahead and just clear out some of these trees, just kind of get them out of the way. And then, is there anything else I want to do immediately? Just waiting for this. Finish. Oh, Vborg, another thing. You may notice that there is a long reach mod that was installed.
Yeah.
So now you don't necessarily have to walk right up to something to interact with it. You can actually like zoom out and reach across the map. If you wanna grab something from a chest that's like above you or anywhere, you can actually do that without worrying about having to run all the way up and all the way back.
Oh, that's convenient.
Yes. It's one of those quality of life mods that I'm can't play without. All right.
I know that was one of the things that was driving me nuts in the single player.
Indeed.
Trying to run belts or whatever, and it's like you can only get 4 away from where you were or whatever.
Yeah.
I got really good at standing on the belt and kind of clicking it down in front of me as I was going.
There you go. Absolutely. So yeah, that's one of the mods that I will absolutely not play this game without. Another one is Squeak Through. Another one is something Smarter Trees or Smarter For. I forget exactly what it is, but you can run through the forest without keep getting bumped around and stopped. Like, it's easy to traverse the map. Oh man. But anyway, so now we have some plates going. Oh, so slowly. But that will change as we continue. I've started working on manually crafting some red science.
Okay.
And that'll allow us to start working on research, which is good. The first bit of research we'll probably want to go for is logistics, which is 15, and that'll allow us to do underground belts and splitters, which then is amazing.
That's funny. The few minutes, just a few minutes here playing with this is already about the level that I'm at on my save that took me like an hour and a half to get to.
That's why I have the mod called Skipped First Hour. Yep. So, I mean, literally, you're just standing there mining stuff for like an hour, and then it's just, okay, now what I'm going to do. But it's fine. It's good.
Oh, yeah, especially since the single player, you start off with like 1 miner and 1 smelter. Mm-hmm. So you can't do that 4-thing trick like you just showed me, and
nope.
You have to manually, and it's just a pain in the butt.
Yes, indeed. So like you have to mine up enough iron and enough copper to make the additional stuff for the additional burners. Yep. It's not too fun. I mean, it is fun, but if you've played it as much as I have, like this is the only game I have almost 1,000 hours. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, I kind of need to keep my sanity early game. Where I have the most amount of fun is late game when everything's just going and you just have to keep on top of everything. Oh, it's so fun.
Yeah, I remember watching some of your later videos and streams from that and just going, how does he keep track of all this?
Well, see, the thing is, once you get something set up, it's set it and forget it, basically. You just tackle one problem at a time, and if another problem arises, you take care of that, and you come back and be like, oh, this is what this was doing. I know how to make this better. Oh, boy. Solar bought a popper, so let's go ahead and get that going. Oh, and I hit my mic. Good job. Professionalism at its best. Right here, guys. Okay, so we are just kind of waiting on this science to do its thing. Waiting on logistics, because once we get our logistics unlocked, then we can start splitting off this coal to run down to our smelters. And then we can automate adding coal to our furnaces. And then we can start thinking about actually making like a smelter bank.
Now, see, when I was doing this, I was putting the picker, I'd put a picker here, and it would just pick it off and put it on another belt.
Oh, inserters. One of these guys, right? Yeah. That is one way to do it. That's not how I do it.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying.
It's good.
Should I remind you about the thing I'm doing?
Always, because I always forget. So guys, if you are interested in checking out Viborg's perspective, he is live now over on twitch.tv/Viborg. As you can see his name right here. So make sure you guys go check him out. And anything else you want to add to that, Viborg?
No, sounds good to me.
Awesome. Yeah. So, we're still just waiting on these logistics to go. It'll get done in a minute. But you know what? While we're waiting, we could probably go ahead and start planning out where we're going to put stuff. We have a decent amount of space down here in this kind of southeast area. So what I want to do is get some very basic smelter banks going, just to get some basic iron production going, get some basic copper plates going. And there is a build that I like to use. Let's just start with 5 for now. And I'll show you the ways of the nerd. And if you have any suggestions, no, hey, what are you talking about? There's 5 right there right now. But if you have any questions about it or any suggestions at all, let me know. So what I'm doing is just doing like this. Whoa, hey.
You're already ahead of me. You figured out how to... I couldn't figure out how to use both sides of the belt.
Okay, yeah,
So-
I'll show you the magic of that soon. You want to know the
Hey,
secret?
Torvok, thanks for the follow.
Would you like to know the secret?
Sure.
Doink, doink. So what happens is you send in your iron on one side and your coal on the other.
That's so simple.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel dumb.
No, you're good, man. You're good. You gotta start somewhere. All right. So another thing you could do, and actually, just to demonstrate, you could put a splitter like right here, and then run and never mind. Oh. Nope, never mind. We'll go with the simple way. We're not ready for the advanced stuff yet. Good Lord. Don't get ahead of myself because I'm excited.
Thanks for the follow, Kodaka.
Yep. And then we're going to go... Yep.
Hey, I'm halfway there to my goal. 25 followers.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
What are you going to do when you hit 50 followers?
I don't know.
Go to Disney World.
Go to Disney World. Yeah. No, I want to go for 100, you know.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, that's reasonable.
And then once I get to 100, it'll be 200. And...
Oh, I know that feeling, sir.
Try to take over the world.
Indeed. All right. So all I'm doing here is just putting up a quick bank. So basically, one side will come in with ore, the other side will come in with fuel. It'll then get smelted and then get placed out onto this belt and then get remerged here at the end.
Look at that.
And the cool thing about this build, we now have logistics finished. So we can continue with the stuff and the things. Very specifically. Okay. All right. So I guess we don't necessarily need this here right now. So we're not going to do that. When I pull stuff out, can you see what's in my hand right now?
No.
Now you can see that there?
Yep.
Okay, I will not be able to demonstrate stuff in my hand. That's a good thing to know ahead of time. But what I will do is do this. You're going to love this. This is where the power of this game comes from. Once you get bots and you can get them to do your bidding,
Right.
hey, look, we now have another bank of smelters.
Oh, well, that's almost cheating.
Well, when you get to the point where you're laying down entire like nuclear facilities, so you need to, because you need to upgrade your.
I guess that kind of makes sense.
Yep. Indeed. So we will put a splitter here, and we will run. I guess I'm out of conveyor belts, but you're feeding them for me, so I appreciate that, man.
Yep. Hey, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, there you go. So we have
That's the easiest kind of work.
Yeah, indeed. Alrighty, let's put a splitter here, and I'm probably going to need to handcraft a few of these. Let's go ahead and do that. Gonna run this down. Oh no. And I'm out. There we go. Do the stuff, bots.
Do my bidding.
Indeed.
Or
Something like that.
Yeah.
Can we just run it up by one? Nope. It's wasteful. All right, so you'll see that we're getting side loaded here with coal, and all these things are automatically being filled up. So now what we need to do is run some iron to one and copper to the other.
All right.
And at this point, just do that. And let's see. Do you have the ability to craft more transport belts? So if you hit E and then the first tab, logistics, of the yellow transport belts, it should give you a number.
245.
All right. If you hold shift and click, it'll make all of them.
251. 252.
All right.
Yep, we're constructing little things in the corner doing its thing.
Yep. That'll take a while, but part of it. Ideally, you want to not handcraft as much as possible, but, you know, sometimes you have to. Not just to put you on a belt, I'm sorry. But yeah, sometimes you have to, though. Especially early on. There you go.
Work smarter, not harder.
Indeed. All right, I'm going to give you a belt to tie into. So just the one you run into is the one where that should go, assuming you continue a straight line.
Torvok says, yes, just stand there, look pretty while being a logistics chest.
True story. The best logistics chest.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So now you got side-loaded iron coming in. We're about to have side-loaded copper coming in. Now we have our very basic production going. And the idea is that we eventually want to work our way into red science, which allows us to unlock stuff on the tech tree. So if you hit T, you'll see it requires red science for the first few things. And then later on, it'll require green. Then later on, it'll require like gray and blue and all that stuff. So the first few steps is to get to red science, and then from red science, we get to green science. And there is a blueprint book that I like to use. Nilos is a great person. If you want to go check out his content, he's got a lot of great blueprints and stuff. I will be using some of his stuff here and there. I think I just may have uploaded it to you by clicking. I don't know what just happened, but he's got a nice little starter blueprint. Let's zoom out here. Where is it? The logistics small early game. Where are you at? This is just gonna get us going early and fast. Jumpstart base. There we go. There we go. Oh, you know what? I just realized that our work here is just only slightly moot.
Why is that?
Ta-da. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna let this area give us enough iron plates and copper plates to make all the rest of this crap.
Oh. All right.
Yeah. And I know this is kind of new to you, and I'll explain it to you step by step as it goes, so you know what it's doing. I don't want to completely leave you in the dust here, but one of the things about this game is to try to build as big as you can, as quickly as you're comfortable with building. And I really love using blueprints early in the game, so that way I can kind of get myself going to late game as quickly as possible.
Right.
So I mean,
the wheel.
Exactly. So all of this, this is normally not a design I would go for, but I do really appreciate this design because it does basically everything you need early on, all the way up through green science. I like to build in blocks like this, whereas this is a streamlined kind of, hey, it does this, then it does this, like assembly line kind of deal.
Right.
You can see all of these ghosts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. So basically what it does is it requires that you feed in coal, iron ore, and copper ore, and then it goes down through here and it smelts the stuff, and on the bottom row, we have copper, which leads into circuits, and then we have some iron gears here. We got conveyor belts, so that way if we need conveyor belts, we can just top over here. Inserters, more gears for stuff later on, and then some ammo, because, you know, you gotta have ammo every now and then.
Sure.
And then up here you have your copper stuff, which then gets pushed over to up here, which is stuff that is required for like the different types of sciences. I don't know why the different types of sciences didn't follow. Yeah, I think this was a pre-17 blueprint, so that might be a problem, but should be okay.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We need 10 of these, so 5, 10. There we go. And then we will, of course, need to provide power. We need to unlock a few other things before we can start utilizing this, though, so I'm going to go ahead and start working on that. Looks like we need blue, or the automation 2, which requires green science. We're not there yet. We are totally not there yet. At all. Oh, damn. Okay. I guess these were supposed to be red science, so let's go ahead and select that. Ta-da. And then I'm going to need to make some more inserters. Let's see if I can get you to do anything. No, we're just kind of waiting on stuff right now. So, if you want to make some yellow inserters, make as many as you can. You know, like maybe 100, if you can. If not, that's fine.
The menu has gotten much more complex.
Oh, yeah, because it's added stuff in.
Yes.
So that will be on your first page, third row down.
Yeah, look at that. I can make 7.
Okay, that works. So if you need stuff, you can come up here to one of these outputs.
Right.
And then if you just stand on the belt and hold F, it'll feed them to you.
Oh.
Yeah. Here, so copper feeds top half. Yes, that would be correct. And then, actually, while we're waiting here, probably could just do something like
56.
this. And then let's do like an underground here. Or that. I'm doing a little bit of spaghetti here, but it's fine.
Love spaghetti.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And basically, I'm just bypassing this initial stage of smelting.
Right.
So it's not going to hurt anything. Oh yeah, probably should do that. That would help.
Can't hurt.
Indeed. Alright, so I'm assuming this requires gears and copper plates. Okay. So gears will be made here, but it looks like we're going to have to replace this with standard stuff. Which kind of sucks, but it's alright.
Right.
Okay, let's start our research into automation. So that's only 10.
Okay.
And then we need... Would you be interested in making 5 automation science packs?
Sure, those are...
Third tab with the gears and the electronics down at the bottom.
Ones.
Mm-hmm.
I need to steal some plates.
Yep, do what you need to do, buddy. I realize me doing this is not giving you the ultimate single player
Right, well, we're just getting started, so...
Yeah, new player tutorial.
You'll be on one side doing something, and I'll be on the other side doing something.
Exactly.
We'll get there.
Do you have any questions so far about what's going on?
Nope. How many of those signs did we need? 5?
I needed you to do 5 because I made 10.
Okay. Crafting now.
All right, and if you just want to put them in the third one here, whenever you get there.
This one?
Sure. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, whatever. Sure.
Oh, you went third from left. That makes sense. All right. And we all just... I guess I could probably go ahead and dismantle that now that we've worked through the backup of what we had originally here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get rid of the junk we don't need here. I love bots. Oh, they're so good.
It definitely makes things easier.
Yes. That would be an accurate statement. What is in the way? Oh. There we go. We should now have coal coming in.
Yep.
And now all we need to do is switch our locations of the copper ore versus the iron ore, which is super easy. Do that. I'll do that. Actually, is that necessary? I don't know what's going on here. Okay, how about we do that? Why is this difficult?
I don't know.
Shouldn't be difficult. I'm having a brain fart is what it is. Okay, that's gonna come in here. And then there we go. Exactly that. Okay. Oh, okay. I was overthinking it. That's all it was. It didn't need to be that complicated. So now we've just basically moved over to this system of smelting, which is fine. It looks like our automation is finished, so we can go ahead and start looking at secondary. No, we need green for that. I literally just said that. So we do need to go ahead and get a couple of regular assemblers going. So let's do one here. And just for the sake of it, I'm just going to go ahead and plop these down because it looks like it's holding the blueprint. So these can all just go ahead and get started being created. And the factory roars to life. These are supposed to be green. We don't have green yet, so it's fine. All right, so now we have our red automated, and shortly after we've unlocked some stuff, we'll have some green automated, and then we can actually start working on making the big base.
That sounds almost ominous.
So the way I like to play is I like to do a train focused build. So there's a couple of specific mods that I had you install. One is called Train Supply Manager, which is basically an automated way for us to call trains when resources are needed. So basically, instead of making a factory that's based like this, where it's like a main bus that carries stuff around, like an assembly line, we basically have little depots that create stuff, and that stuff is then loaded onto another train after it's processed. And then that train goes and waits until it's needed, and then once it's needed, it goes to another depot, and so on and so forth. I find that that's a more fun build for me. I mean, if you're cool with that, we can do that. If not, we can do a bus. But
no, it's fine. I know there are some people in chat that are excited to see you get hit by a train. So.
This is true.
Can't let down the fans. Got to give them what they want.
Yep. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just make a few more drills, because we will need to up our production eventually. Come on. There we go. And then maybe just 2 more copper drills. And we should be set on stuff for a while. We can actually start planning how this is going to work. Our coal's looking good. If we look at our power is looking good. We got plenty of headspace. And yeah, this will be used to get us started. Go and get new research started here. Let's do walls, guns, nanobots. Let's just go ahead and get nanobots going. Because nanobots, I prefer nanobots over the standard in-game bots until we start getting into like logistics bots. And early nanobots are kind of slow, but once they start getting upgraded via technology unlocks, then they become very, very handy, very, very quick. Okay, so let me take a quick look at our stuff here. Down below we have an iron ore patch with 29 million. Over to the east we have 22 million. The one we're currently pulling from is 13 million. Is there anything else in our view? Nothing just yet. So, with these initial ore patches, we'd want to go ahead and get those pulled up, soon. Okay. Stone's not super important until we need to start dealing with biters, but we will eventually need stone, so that's not a priority. We don't really have anything we're working with to the north. The only thing we'll have to deal with is the trees. So I'm almost thinking we put our train depot up to the north. And basically the train depot is going to be the center of, well, not necessarily the center. It'll be at least the central hub of activity for trains, where they'll come and hang out and then dispatch as needed. So I think I'm just going to start working on clearing out a bunch of trees. You wanna help me up here, or do you want to try messing around with anything else?
No, I'm just kind of going along, learning as we go.
Alrighty. So I want to make it.
Nanobots are finished.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So let me wink. And then that requires iron plates. Okay.
I have some of those on me.
If you can make a nano emitter, do you have enough to make one of those? That's on the second tab, first row.
I can make 15 of them. 16 of them.
Yeah, if you want to make one, I'll go make some for myself. Do you have enough to make any nanobot termite bots?
The
green capsule to the right.
To the right. Same page?
Same page, yeah.
I can make 166 of those things.
Just right-click that twice. So that'll give you 10. Because if you click it, left-click once, it'll give you 1. If you right-click it once, it'll give you 5.
Okay.
So you'll get 10. And then what you'll want to do is equip that emitter down basically like a gun.
Okay. Yep, it actually did that automatically.
Okay, and then if you put your green ammo basically down below that gun, unless it already did it, you should start knocking those trees down pretty quickly. And then let's go green science unlock next. All right, so the way you switch your weapon is you click tab.
Yep.
And then I think what I want to do is I want to cancel this. You can see the power of termite bots, should they decide to work. Watch them end up not working. Why aren't you working? Our termite bots? No, those are construction bots. That's why. Space will do that weird thing that you just experienced.
Right.
Termite bots should automatically start going, though. And they are not. So there could be a bug. So we're not going to worry about that for now. So I will go back to manually picking these up. That's really kind of weird. Then again, it might have to do with the fact that let me check something real quick. Yep, it's not seeming to want to cooperate. Okay, that might still be bugged with this new update. So, oh well, let's just not worry about it for now. Where did that go? There it is. All right. So I do have rails. Awesome.
Yeah, I've got a bunch of rails.
We'll be using all of them soon enough, trust me.
And then Haggard gets run over by a train.
True story.
And I probably get run over by a train just because he puts down a track and then I don't realize it. I assume there's no way to make more of them.
There is, once you unlock that technology and have the infrastructure to handle creating as many as you need. It gets to the point where you can basically just say, hey, bots, do this. Make sure there's at least 100 here. Make sure there's none here. And like the logistics bots will all fly around and do your bidding for you. And you just sit there and make sure that the factory is running smoothly and work on advancing and expanding.
As my inventory fills with wood.
Yes. So there are chests. I'll go ahead and make a few chests down here. Near... I don't know. Near labs. So if you control click something, it'll move all of one resource into whatever inventory you're working with.
Right.
So if you want to drop off your wood, I placed it down there. You'll see the boxes. Okay, so that's unlocked. So we're just going to continue working through this, unlocking stuff because our little mini factory blueprint thing is working as it should be. And all we have to worry about is doing this stuff.
Man, this beats the heck out of knocking down all these trees by hand.
Indeed. So the reason why I'm waiting on this to empty out is because I want to make a train loop, basically. And then from there, we can start working on building up a like a little mini station. And then we can have a little smelter depot off to the side somewhere. We can have production depots that craft, certain types of certain objects, so on and so forth. All right, turrets are finished. I'm just going to keep cranking through this research that's nice and quick and awesome.
Sounds good.
Okay, so let's go ahead and loop that up. That. And I want to make this nice and tall. I want to be able to have a lot of trains in this circle if needed. And we're running into some copper up here, so I'll stop it right here. Viborg was dropped from the game. Uh-oh, that's no good. PC crashed. Oh, okay. So Viborg's PC crashed, so he will be back shortly. Are you still on call at least? No, your PC crashed, so you can't talk if your PC crashed. Oh, okay. All right, so I'm just gonna loop this up and around here. Like such. It is a beautiful thing. Stone walls are done. Okay, and then from here, I just need to figure out how I want things to loop around and through. Because this is intended to be... They're going to be coming through here. Yeah, this is way too tiny. I need to make this a lot wider. I was not thinking about the length of my trains. Derp de derp.
Well, that was certainly interesting.
Welcome back.
Hey, thanks.
So your PC crashed?
Yeah, I'm just sitting here and all of a sudden, black screens.
Huh.
Son of a bitch.
It's like it just can't handle the awesomeness that is Factorio.
Yeah, something like that. And of course, Steam decided to update.
Oh, okay. Because, that's helpful.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Viborg.
Yeah.
I'm making a really tall rectangle.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's awesome like that. There we go. Okay. Nice.
Well, this is interesting. It also decided to rearrange all my icons.
Like on your desktop? Oh, dang. That's troublesome.
Yeah. I put everything back. Thankfully, it's a... Wait a minute, I'm missing...
Oh, like... Stuff is not there?
Yeah, I'm missing... Wow, this is really weird.
Do you have two monitors? Is it over on the other monitor by chance?
No, I got three, and no, it's, What the heck is going on?
Do you need to take some time to troubleshoot?
No, yeah, I'll be in game momentarily.
Okay.
I just gotta find where things went.
Yeah, that's really weird, man. And just so you know, I've not had any sort of issues like that with Factorio. Ever. The military's finished.
I knew they couldn't have gotten far, because, I mean, even, like, my recycling bin and whatnot was one of the ones that was missing, so...
That's weird.
Yeah.
Whoop. Pathfinder, dude. Appreciate that, man. Let's get you a popper. Oh, yeah. That one fired correctly this time. For once. Okay, so I just unlocked this thing called ammunition logistics, which is... Some people would probably argue that it's a cheaty mod. One of the quality of life things that I like I mentioned before is anytime you put down turrets, you have to manually go in and put however much ammo you want into each turret. And if you have like 100 turrets, you have to go and fill each one by one manually. And if like you keep getting attacked by biters, you have to fill them up one by one manually, or run like a conveyor belt loaded with ammo around with some inserters over to each turret, which is, you know, that's a fine way to do it. It's just kind of a pain in the ass. The mod that I installed here, you basically just load all the ammo that you want to load into your turrets into one chest, and it will automatically port all that ammo over into your turrets for you. It's a little cheaty, but
a little bit.
But
yeah, whatever. I won't say anything if you don't.
Okay.
Join. Okay, should be joining back in game now.
Very cool.
Hopefully.
All right, looks like we have our loop going, which is great. Let's do some more research, some basic processing. So when you log back in, there will be a few more things now available to you in the menus. I just wish the control click would fill up the turrets. Huh. That would be handy. That should be good. Should be fine.
Okay, I think I'm back. I see train tracks.
Nice. Oh yeah, okay, I see on my mini map. So let's put this here, and then let's put one of these guys here.
Okay, there you are.
There
This is a big circle.
It is. It'll make more sense as we go.
Okay.
But for right now, just understand that it's intended to do stuff with things.
Okay.
Very specific things with very specific stuff.
I will take your word for it.
Okay, I like it. I approve. Okay, what is needed for that? Electronic circuits. I have a few of those here. And then we need some iron chests, which we need iron plates for, which are here. Sweet. And then we can just replace that with our ammo chest. Ta-da! We now have ammo available to any turret we plop down.
Okay.
Should we need it? Let me try that theory, make sure it's correct before we go running headfirst into biter territory and then get our asses handed to us. And
it's gonna happen anyway.
It needs to.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, there's that. And if I plop this down over here, hey, it's got 10 ammo. Sweet! Exactly what I wanted to see. Alright, so we have electronics are done. So we have some inserter options getting researched now. Oh, you put down some more chests, cool. You can also make different types of chests. One is an iron chest, which holds more. So if you, I mean, if you're okay with making all these, that's fine. If you want to make the bigger iron chest,
those are just the ones that were in the inventory. So.
Oh, okay, I see. Now, something I like to do when I do my production is I like to have a chest dedicated to pick up the raw resources, so I don't have to go and like collect stuff off of a line every time. So down here at the very end on the right hand side, I've got a collection box for iron plates. And then up here kind of in the middle next to our circuits, I'm doing a thing for copper collection. So feel free to raid those as needed. Okay, faster inserters are done. Let's just go ahead and do that. We don't really need that yet, but we're getting there. Okay, so I guess I want to show you another awesome mod that I like to use for quality of life stuff. And what we will do is we'll go down here to this handy dandy mine, or quarry, whatever you want to call it. And up on the top left-hand corner of your screen, you'll see a button that says OP.
Yeah.
And then click Advanced. And basically what that does is it tells you what kind of outpost you're going to make here. And let's see, close the thing east, southwest, north. That's your cardinal directions to tell you what direction you want the output. And then right now it should say number of output belts is 4. You can click it and cycle through. That just tells it how many to generate. Normally what you would want to do in order to fully saturate this entire thing is to have just a whole bunch of these miners all in a row, and then you'd have to go through and you have to line up each and every one of the power poles, and then you have to go through and line up all of the belts. And that's kind of a pain in the ass if you have a lot of mines you want to work on. I freaking love this mod. So let's go out to the north. And then nope, not that one. What? Oh, I think I need to make the actual thing. Hold on. There it is. So, if you would kindly stand off to the side, sir. Ooh, and my computer just froze a little bit. It'll come back. It's been doing this today. There we go. Yeah, okay, you there?
Yep.
Yeah, my computer froze for a second. Sorry about that.
No problem.
It's been acting funny today. Anyway.
At least I'm not the only one having issues.
Yeah. So you see what's going on? No, we don't have to worry about anything. Makes life infinitely easier. We just need to make all the different, miners and the power poles for all this stuff. Oh, we'll get there though. So, do you have the ability to make any electric mining drills currently?
I think so.
All right, if you would not mind to work on getting some crafted and help me fill this area in.
I can make 7.
All right, 7's better than 0. I'm gonna go up here and I need more iron plates. So there's also a thing up here.
How do I unselect the blueprint thing?
Oh,
I got it.
I mean, I guess you would trash it. I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly. I should know, but they kind of changed it on us. That's good. That's all that good. I think that's all good. Okay. Oh, did it do it again? Okay, there we go. No, it was just the technology finishing there. Okay. Let's make some more transport belts, which requires more iron plates. We should have transport belts here, though, so I'm going to grab those. And then make some more miners. I can make 20 of those. It's better than nothing. Just drop it by pressing Q. Really? Oh, okay. Apparently Q, if you have a blueprint in your hand, it'll just deselect it. Also, like if you're doing something and you, like, where you at? There you are in the middle. So say you're working on mining stuff and you don't have a miner on your hotbar and you don't necessarily want to go into your inventory. If you just hover over either the ore itself or like another miner and hit Q, it's like a picker tool.
Ah.
So it'll automatically select the thing you need for that, which is a super handy time saver. Alrighty. We're getting there, though. Yep. But, Vborg, would you believe an hour has already passed?
I would believe it, sir. Yes.
All right. I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this episode here. Next episode, we're going to continue working on getting this stuff built up. I'll probably go ahead and get this quarry built up before we start the next episode, so you guys don't have to sit here and watch this, for the uploaded version at least. Anyway, guys, if you're new here, hit the subscribe button. If you like the video, make sure you like it. I'd appreciate it. You guys do me a favor, share the video, share the live streams, all that good stuff, because the more you do that, the more we grow, and that'd be super cool of you. But guys, be awesome, be excellent to each other, and I'll catch you in another video. As always, thanks for watching. Take care.